all this was going on. Because someone's got to do it.
So you're currently in the galley, not on the deck.
Yes.
Cool, good to know.
I'm Naomi, I'm playing Brina, who's the head of Arcane Research. I just murked a bunch of snakes and I'm feeling really good about it. I'm a gnome, so I'm 2 foot tall as well. We're a very short
Brina used to be
party.
shy and a bit retiring. What happened to her?
Brina got forced into being the commanding officer for about 5 different landing parties of bolshy men who wanted to flirt with everyone, so this is who she is now.
I can't even apologise. I was one of those bullshit men. Good, okay. Introduce yourself.
My actual name is Chris, and my character is Mini Mikey, a halfling rogue who is not particularly happy about being given that name, but he can't seem to shake it off, and it's just going to roll with it, I suppose.
Or would you prefer to be referred
No.
to as Minnie or Mikey?
I would like Michael, but absolutely nobody will go with it.
Don't worry.
Has been my
Your games master will, because he's a kind games master.
Oh, what a lovely person.
No, he isn't. He's lying to you.
I presume as a new character that means I've been locked in my cabin so far, wondering what all the ruckus was, and have just now sort of opened it for the first time. Or,
I mean,
don't know.
you could have any job on board the ship you like.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no pressure at all.
Captain's taken, I'm
How
afraid.
How about a carpenter?
A carpenter? We have
carpenter.
not had one yet, so that's actually really helpful.
We have had a carpenter.
seems
We've had a carpenter and a handyman.
Useful.
Have we?
Correct.
So a halfling.
46 hours, you're probably going to have a cop.
Yeah, I think we have. So a
A
halfling
lot of
carpenter.
stowaways.
A halfling carpenter, currently in his cabin. Right, at this point in time, the ship is sailing at quite a lick towards 2 flying lions and a flying snake god. There are archers all over the deck preparing to do battle with this gigantic snake god, and you are slowly getting closer. What would everyone like to do at this point?
Okay, I would like to make sure that we're at full sail. I'd like to make sure that anyone who's severely injured is put below deck to go to the clerics. Not all the clerics, just some of the clerics who are going to be aside for healing. Probably Brother Jurgen, considering what he's been through.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brina is taking charge as she's wont to do. Jacko, what are you doing?
So, you were saying that there are lion things
Mhm.
afterwards. Can they hear me?
They're quite a long way away. Still about 100 feet away.
There's still one snake alive, right?
No, the snakes are on the ship are all dead.
Okay.
You can hear some noise below as snakes that teleported into the bowels of the ship have been defeated and taken out by the crew. But there is a big flying one over there.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I'll take a look and try to see what's happening on that side.
Okay, so you're checking.
I'll move a little closer to
So you're moving to the prow of the ship, the
Yeah,
front of the
exactly.
ship, and having a look and see what you can see. Roll a perception check.
Yeah. Well, let's see. 11.
11's fine.
Okay.
You can see that this snake is not just flying in a straight line, it is slowly starting to turn. Slowly starting to turn. We'll find out, won't we? Devere, what are you doing?
Presumably finishing off peeling potatoes.
So there were no snakes in the kitchens, you were no one affected by this at all. You've just
Fabulous.
completely
That is great.
completely blind to everything adventurous happening to this crew.
That seems great.
So you
I'm
continue to
armed
peel
with
your
my
potatoes.
Potato peeler, and I will continue to. I'm just going to let you guys know now. I probably won't do this for the full 2 hours, but it could happen.
It is entirely your prerogative to peel potatoes for an hour if that's what your game
If that's what you're
experience
going to
is.
do. If
Your
you be
fun
like,
is,
after this, they'll need
This
carbs.
is what
honey, your fun is not wrong. You can do whatever you like.
I'm going to continue peeling potatoes.
Michael, what would you like to do?
Oh, thank you so much. Well, having woken from a really quite profound snooze to a terrible, terrible racket, it's probably time I find out what the hell is going on. So I will fling open my cabin door and ask the nearest passerby, what's the deal?
There is a human walking past, dressed in armor. He's a member of the militia. He walks past and you grab him.
Okay.
What do you say?
I say, clearly something terrible is going on. What's the situation?
Where have you been? There's so much going on! There are snakes everywhere! There's a snake god in the sky! I need to go on deck! He walks
Look,
past
it's
you.
not my fault. I sleep well.
He's walked past you. He's gone. He's going to make his way to deck.
Let's see if I can make a better job with the next passerby, shall we?
Right, you grab the next passerby. This one is like you. He's a halfling, and you can grab him.
Oh, how nice. I understand something awful has been going on.
You're right. There's snakes all over the boat, and there's a snake god in the sky.
Look, I'm really sorry. I've been remiss in my duties. I've been out cold. What do you need? What do you need from it? Like,
Come up on deck. And he goes up on deck himself, and
Okay.
you can go with him if you want.
I will follow him.
Right.
How far away from us is the snake god at this
The
point?
snake god is slowly wheeling in the sky, and it looks like it's making a turn to come back towards you.
Yeah, but how many feet away is it?
At the moment, it's turning at about 120 feet away. The Sphinx have also started to. They've seen it banking. They're trying to turn faster than it does, but they're not going to.
I would like to know when it's 90 feet away, please.
Would anyone like to do anything before the snake god gets 90 feet away from the ship?
So can I do something acrobatic to kind of either hop on one of the flying lions or hop on the snake god?
They're still over 100 feet away.
yeah.
I mean, you're pretty acrobatic. You're not that acrobatic.
Get more than that.
Can I swing
20.
from the sail or something?
You can certainly start climbing up and looking for a rope to swing off.
Yeah, let's do that.
He starts climbing on the mainsail looking for a rope to swing off. They're now 90 feet away, Rena.
Okay, great. I'm gonna try and cast Hold Monster on the snake god. It might
You're going to
work.
try and cast Hold Monster
On a god, yes, I know.
on a
Look,
god.
I know it's probably not gonna work.
No, by all means. Try and cast Hold Person on a god.
Hold Monster.
Hold Monster on a god.
I would like you to make a Wisdom saving throw, please. Never mind.
What am I trying to break?
17.
Oh, it's fine. Nothing
Yeah,
happens.
I'm so
Magic
surprised.
washes over it, and it realizes you tried to do something as stupid as that.
Look, you know, if I didn't try, who was gonna? Someone else. Now we know.
It's
Now
getting
we know.
closer, and it has targeted and looking at you because it knows where the magic came from.
Yay!
What would you like to do as it swoops closer and closer, and the Sphinx are trying to swoop in
Oh,
closer? It's not
no.
going to get to it.
This
You've just
happened.
arrived on deck. You see this gigantic snake god bearing down on the ship. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to hide, please.
I would like to.
You want to hide from a god?
I would like to take advantage of the moment of its presumably apocalyptic attack to very quickly nip back to my cabin and obtain the rapier and short bow that I'm told I possess.
Oh, no,
and
you
attach
have
them
those
firmly
on-
to my trousers.
You
I mean,
should
if
have
you
those
want
on
to
all
tell me
time.
that they weren't on your person, you've now gone to collect them, that's totally fine.
Given what's about to happen, I think that'd be wise. I'm just gonna
Go and
just gonna
collect your
jump
rapier and
behind the heavy
short
For,
woodwork
for
just a-
everyone else, a long time ago, in about hour 3, the captain commanded us to make sure we had our weapons strapped to us at all times in case we were teleported off the ship.
As
Yeah,
I
he
mentioned, I
didn't
was sleeping. Sorry.
Even when we're sleeping. You can be teleported in your sleep, you don't know.
Well, Michael's never been one for rules, apparently. Jacka, you've got a bit of time before this thing gets to the deck. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try and swing. So I can't swing up to lion thing.
No,
Flying
they're
lion.
still they're now behind it, so they're a good 60 feet away. It is now closing. It's about 40 feet away.
So if I swing from the rope and up to them, I could like mount them or something.
You could in a bit when they get closer. You could try and swing and land on him.
Yeah.
On the god.
Of the god.
Yeah, nothing's stopping you.
Okay, whatever. Let's do that.
How corporeal is this god?
Oh, sorry, I suppose to have described this god. This god is like a big flying snake. It is a snake body with fans down the side. It has arms, and
nice,
it also has two
nice
gigantic
doing.
scimitars in a.
He's not likely to just fall
Do
through it
something
in the
No.
way that he would with
No,
Cloud
no,
Jesus.
he can absolutely try and grapple the snake god, swinging on a rope to land on it. I will allow that to happen when it gets close enough. So you have to hold your action to that point. Are you still peeling potatoes?
I'm starting to make something with potatoes. I'm not sure quite what it is
Like a
yet.
gratin?
Kind of gratin. The character's aim is to be the first person to invent the dauphinois. So I'm just going to keep trying to invent
The dauphinois potato.
dauphinois potato. Yeah.
As gigantic snake god bears down on the ship that you guys all know and love, you continue to try and make potatoes
I'll roll a
dauphinoise.
perception check to see if I can see
There we
anything
go.
that's gonna
Roll
bother.
yourself that perception check that I steered you in the direction of 4 turns ago.
Already has one turn, how dare you. That is a 10. I'm really focused on these potatoes, guys.
There is clearly some hubbub going on around the ship.
I'm gonna put my potato peeler down, I suppose. I'm gonna go try and see what the hubbub's about.
Cool.
I suppose.
It's now 30 feet away.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
No, it's its turn.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
guess what? It goes before all of you.
Why would a god have a higher dex than a gnome wizard? I mean, come on.
Your guess is as good as mine. How many hit points does everyone have?
Not a lot. No, I healed myself. I'm okay.
60?
69.
69?
54.
54?
Also 69.
69. Let's not going to do that then.
Not there yet.
As it flies over, and you'll get your attack in a second, it brings its hands together as it goes and just tries to rake the ship. What it's trying to do as it flies over is try and hit the mast, try and hit anything on deck. It's just trying to do a lot of things at once. Try to hit as much as it possibly can. General rolls. Its hands sweep across, and it doesn't manage to connect or damage anything much. It manages to tear a sail as it goes, but the ship is basically untouched by this thing. As you get closer, you realise it has 6 heads. 6 snake-like heads are all coming out the top of its body, and it's just floating around there as it zooms over the top of you. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Wisdom.
Which dice would one use?
Come on.
20-sided
D20.
dice.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I can do it again.
Yes, you can.
Oh, can I as well? Yes.
If you roll a 1, because most of you are
Oh,
halflings, you
no,
can...
that's fine.
Is it 3 halflings and a gnome? Is that generally who's fighting a snake god? Cool, brilliant, okay.
I did it too
And
again.
any other crew members that you want to say are there
So
to
I-
help us out?
Oh, they are, don't worry.
Yeah, cool.
Um,
Fantastic.
3,
10.
10, 6,
16.
16.
Oh, someone's okay. Thank
That's
God.
fine,
Oh, wait,
yeah.
hang
Don't
on.
worry, you're just
I
going
mean,
to
I'm
have to
also
carry the rest of the
physically
session.
out of reach.
17. He rolled 17. Just
17, excellent.
So your saving throws are here if you ever need them.
Hey, come on in.
Come on
All very
in.
informal. You're fine.
We're about to die. It's fine.
Michael, you're fine. The 3 of you are suddenly filled with a clawing dread, a horrific fear.
I'm brave. I have advantage in sitting for.
Wait, I have advantage. Is it magic?
Yes?
I have advantage.
Then all 3 of you can roll again because this game sometimes
Never
fucks the
mind.
GM.
That was a critical failure, so I'll take the 6.
I have 20.
20. You're fine as well. The 2 of you look up at this gigantic snake god flying over the top of you and suddenly feel a hideous, burning fear inside you. You are now scared of it. You cannot move any closer to it at any point in
know how
time.
close it
That's
was
fine,
anyway.
you know?
But you,
Fine.
Jakar, who is about to swing onto its
Oh, yeah.
back,
Oh yeah.
are absolutely fine. Make me an acrobatics check, please.
Absolutely.
I'm fine with
Thank
not
you.
being any closer to the snake god.
Yes. 29.
Oh dear God! We're
With a
fighting a
roll of
literal snake god.
29, your tiny halfling form, infinitesimal in size to this 60-foot monster, goes swinging up towards it and tries to grab it. Roll me either an acrobatics or an athletics check, please.
Acrobatics.
That's fine by me.
I'm lucky. I can.
You're lucky. You can re-roll a 1, thank heavens.
That's 18.
It's a 10 for the base roll.
Oh,
because-
so 21.
21. With a 21, you land inside. It's a flying snake with wing ridges. You land where the wing ridge hits the body of the snake.
Okay.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 18.
Is that with your...
10 plus 8.
Yeah, perfect. So as you hit you manage to grab on as this flies over the ship. You are now hanging onto a snake god, which is now flying away from the ship again.
Alright.
Good. I'm glad you're happy.
Always wanted to fly. I know how it feels now.
Good. At this point,
Glad you're fulfilling a dream.
the 2 of you are terrified. You've gone down to your cabin to get your weapons because you forgot them. At which point, everyone on board deck is going, "How do we fight this thing? What do we do?" And the Sphinx flying overhead shout, "Use the cannon!" and keep flying on.
That would be smart.
They are too far away from it to try and cast spells. They are just chasing it. They're about the same speed as it, so they are both chasing as it flies around. Where are you at this moment, Daniel?
I'm coming up from the pantry, but very slowly. No, I'm scared. So if I'm underneath,
You're suddenly really terrified of snakes, yeah.
Are you
Cool.
both scared and
Then-
still peeling potatoes?
and then
No, she stopped
I
eating potatoes.
did put the peeler away. So if I'm not even on deck yet, can I even see this thing?
Doesn't matter, you're still scared of them.
It's a god, like.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You're
But,
scared
like,
of snakes,
No,
but...
but now I'm working out. Do I just go? Right,
Well, you
that's
can't get onto
scary.
deck
I'm
because
just gonna
technically
go and peel some more potatoes because I'm
At this point, you have militia running around you saying, "Get the cannon!" You could help them.
I'm
Cannon
go
below
and,
deck.
I'm gonna go and help them get the cannon, like
Cool.
grudgingly, but doing it.
Right. Brina, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Circle of Death, please.
What are you casting Circle of Death on?
The gods.
How far's the range on Circle of
150 feet.
Death? How does Circle of Death work?
Circle of Death is a sphere of negative energy that ripples out in a 60-foot radius sphere from a point within range that I choose.
Uh-huh.
It's a Constitution saving throw, so I'm not holding out much hope, but I'm gonna try. I'm nothing but a trier.
He burns 1 legendary resistance to make sure he doesn't fail the saving throw.
Well, that's fine because it's still half as much damage. So
Give me that damage. Let's start chipping
necrotic.
away at this.
2, 4,
It's got a lot of hit points, guys.
7, 8, 12, 14, 17, 18. So that's 9 necrotic damage for him.
How many
Look.
numbers on his
Look,
Too many.
look. I'm pretending I don't know how many hit points it has. I know how many hit points it has.
It has a lot of hit
But
points.
we're gonna look.
That's
it
not
has
even 1%, I think.
it has 9 less now. It's slightly over 1%.
It's slightly over 1%.
It's slightly over 1%.
It's barely 2%, that's right. Good, right, good start.
It's got 9 less.
That's better. That's, you know, we're in a
You
better
can just
position
about hear
now.
as the Sphinx go over go, yeah, more like that. As they go and continue to chase it
Have we,
around.
because this is a god, have we tried appeasing it like is the usual way of dealing with
So we are trying to appease the rival god,
gods? Oh,
who's much nicer, and if she was here, it'd be great.
you can't really appease them both.
She's
No,
not
we
here.
You're sort of known to have.
You can
Anyway,
try.
we can
This
call
god, to be fair, this
any
god,
god mobile, we can.
Michael, as I say in all games like this, you can try anything you want.
you
There is
can.
nothing you can't try.
But this-
Try being the important word.
But this god is a but this god is a cannibalistic blood ritual god. So if you want to try and appease it, I think there's only one way you're going to be able to.
As you're having this conversation on deck, you are being
Sacrifice
taken down
someone
to the cannon by the other members of the crew, and they're
I
currently
will-
working out how they're going to do this because
And I
ships'
can
cannon are
one
built
go.
to shoot sideways.
Yep.
At the moment, it's not going to be beside the ship, it's going to
Yeah.
be on top of it. So they have to work out how they're going to, A, move these cannon up the flight of stairs to get them to that sensible point, and B, how they're then going to make them fire upwards. Make
Okay.
an intelligence check for me, please.
Ooh, actually, this is not as bad as I feared.
Oh,
Nat 20.
Oh.
So it's
Yes.
Well, how are you going to make these cannon? You now have all of the knowledge you, as a 21st century woman, have. How are you going to make these cannon fire in the right direction?
So we're going to use. It's a very good question.
Do you want to come back to you, give you a bit of time to think
Yeah,
about it?
I'm going to think about that.
Excellent. Michael, you now have your weapons and you're back on deck discussing with Brina what you do about appeasing a snake god that you know nothing about. That makes sense to me. That works for me. It is now about 100 foot away, slowly wheeling around for another pass back at the ship.
I will
with the
throw you
Sphinx
in
still
the brig if you
following it.
sacrifice someone.
Including an NPC.
Oh.
Yeah. The NPC are all Spirit of the Horizon crew members.
God damn it. Oh, you people are so
Loyal, yes.
law-abiding. Okay, fine.
It's almost like she's lawful.
Checker, you are sat on the back of this thing. It hasn't noticed you're there.
I know, right?
What do you
Because
want to
I'm a
do?
rogue.
No, it hasn't noticed you because you're tiny, but to it you are a fly. What do you want to do?
So, I'd like to investigate for a weak point.
A weak point. Okay,
Yeah.
roll an investigation check.
6. No, yeah, 6.
6. Its armor, its hide is scaly. There are
Yeah.
lots of scales.
It's
Yeah.
very sneaky.
It's very snake-like.
Yeah.
You know about snakes. They have scales.
Yeah.
That's as far as your mental processes go at this point, I'm
Yeah.
afraid. What do you want to
But
do?
I'm flying.
True.
So how to train your god.
15,000 times bigger, yeah. What would you like to do? How do you want to deal with this situation? Do you want to keep hitting it?
Can you understand me? Or like,
You're nowhere near his head, so...
yeah.
Do you want to make your way up to his head? Zzz. There are 6 heads.
Yeah. 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 I'll do that.
Okay, roll an acrobatics check to climb up to its heads.
Yeah. So that would be 30.
30. Rogues. As you... using your dagger, using your rapier, you manage to sort of pull yourself up. You're doing no damage to it by doing this. You're literally just finding a way to get up. You manage to make your way up to near its head, but you can't talk to it until your next turn.
Can I do a little salto? Just because I did a 30?
As you make your way, climbing up something that's flying. I mean, that's a 30. Anything below a 20 and you'd be dead. You are making your way up. You manage to do a little flip up to the top, so you're by the heads, and you're now ready to try and talk to 6 different snake heads. This is going to be fun. Yes. You've had some time with the people discussing how the cannon are going to work. You've got the captain of the Marines, Josen, who's a big, dumb half-orc, going, I don't know. They're made to shoot sideways, and it won't be sideways. I don't think this is going to work. The captain's there going, no, it's got to shoot up, up, it's got to shoot up. I don't know how we make these things shoot up. What do you throw at it?
Okay. So, after feeding the valiant crew members with sustenance of potatoes to try and inspire some inspiration for
You
them.
need to roll me some kind of charisma check to see if they actually even notice.
Okay, that seems fine. Please.
Let's make it a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion. It's a 5.
You have been handing them potatoes, and they've been looking at, what the hell are you doing? We're trying to defeat a god, not eat potatoes.
Okay, so my other suggestion
Yes.
is that using the stronger crew members, we create... How many floors down are we from
One.
the deck? Just one. We're going to create a hole in the roof above us
Okay.
with rapiers and stuff, or possibly just...
Other people have different kinds of weapon more suited to making holes in wood,
We'll
but go on.
use a more suitable axe.
Yeah, an axe-like device,
Axe-like
such as an
device,
axe would be a good idea.
Like
Yeah.
an axe,
Yeah.
to create a hole in the roof,
Okay.
and we're using the... Now this is where it's going to fall down.
Go on.
This
We're
is the...
we're going to use a heftier member of the party to find a more wonky plank of wood, so that we can basically use them as a weight down one side and try and use the cannon on the other side to kind of make a seesaw to point it upwards through the hole in the roof towards the giant snake. I did roll an apple, just reminding you of that factor.
You
So if you want to help
have a
her
good
with-
idea
Oh,
about
okay.
how to do this.
Well, then
Well,
Is
if you'd
this
like
a
to help
good
her with the
idea?
idea, GM, that would be within the realms of a natural 20.
I mean, to be fair, that seems like a good idea. You could very easily put something underneath the cannon to make them angle them upwards and make a hole so they can shoot at a higher angle. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
The seesaw thing is insane.
Okay.
But the the other thing makes perfect sense
I
to
am
me.
a cook. I'm not.
Okay, do you want to start helping them do that?
Yes, I would like to.
Now, you're going to be no help at all in picking these cannon up and doing things like that, but you could possibly direct them. So make persuasion checks. Make 2. See how well they understand what you're talking about and whether they do it quickly.
Okay, so do I get to re-roll on checks? No, only if it's not one.
Yeah.
So the first one is a 9.
Nine.
Looking good, guys. And then a 5. So we're really looking good.
It's going to take you some time to explain this to them. They also are not quite understanding what you mean, but it's going to happen. They have a plan in place, and maybe not on the next pass, but the pass after they'll be able to trick it. That's a good idea. Right. Where are we? So you two are now back on deck. You've cast a circle of death at it. It is now quite a long way away again. It's about 100 feet. It's curving at about 100 feet away, coming back towards the ship.
Still hit.
You can still hit it with things. Absolutely, you can. Mikey, what would you like to do?
Well, first of all, do you want me to be useful to you at all? If not, I have a cunning scheme.
Ooh.
I'm sure your cunning scheme will be useful, so
I'm
you go for it,
absolutely
Mikey.
certain this bullshit is going to work. Right.
Go on.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Here's the plan.
Yes.
Can I see a length of wire, you know, or rope?
It's a ship. There's huge amounts of rope, just
Excellent.
coiled everywhere.
Grab some of that,
Yes.
and I'm good at climbing.
Sure.
So let's have a go at tying some of that stuff between a couple of masts, or between some spars of mast, in the hopes of doing the thing some damage the next time it comes past, in a kind of a cheese wire stretched across the road kind of way.
You're gonna destroy the ship.
Maybe. It might just break the wire if the universe is feeling charitable.
It's my universe.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the wrong GM for charity.
So you
Where's
want to
Reese?
you want to climb the mast, the main mast, and tie a rope between it and say one of the other masts
For example.
to make a sort of there are already loads of ropes on these masts because it's a sailing vessel. So there are plenty of these that could already catch it in such a fashion. If you wanted to say, add another one or make it tighter, set it on fire.
Set it on fire.
Could I make one suggestion about your cunning plan, Mikey? Could you avoid the main mast?
While Mikey is thinking about his cunning plan in more detail, Rena, what would you like to do?
I think I'm best suited to going below deck and figuring out how these cannons are gonna.
Okay, you head below deck and you see what is going on with trying to make holes in the deck to shoot the cannon out the top.
Can I? So have they figured this out now? I don't need to help.
No, you can help. You can help direct them and try and help them do
I
it
would
faster.
like to help direct them, if that's cool.
Cool. Make me a persuasion check.
Good. +0. Great. 13.
You managed to talk them into it slightly more than G did, so this process is getting a bit faster. It might even happen on the next pass.
Oh, great. Perfect. That's how I helped.
Although no one has made any holes in the deck yet.
That can I.
You've
is
already
that
had your action, but
Okay.
you can do something very soon.
Cool.
Jacka, you are now standing by the 6 heads of a god.
Yeah.
Think about this very carefully. What do you say?
So you can hear me.
Yeah. Think about this very carefully. What do you say?
Please, don't hurt us. We didn't want to wake you. We were just doing stupid stuff. So, please apologize. Please accept our apology. Sorry. Can I do anything for you?
Do you want to come play the god?
Of the 6 heads, oh, you're more than well allowed to. It's totally fine.
Please
I like a
don't give
heckle.
him
I don't know what we're doing, so it's fine.
One of these heads turns around and looks at you.
Yeah,
It is bigger than your entire body
I know.
and says, "What?
Hello.
What on earth do you want?"
I would like to apologize on behalf of my ship's crew, for everything we did to you.
Didn't notice the circle of death.
Oh, it did.
It took 9 points of damage. It didn't.
Oh, sweet.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Never wanted a nat 20 more in my life.
If I could keep subtly chipping
And
away, it would be
17.
quite damage.
What a shame it wasn't a 30.
It depends.
Charisma.
Charisma, yeah.
It strikes at you.
Oh.
No one was surprised.
Yeah, literally,
I
like,
mean, like, sorry.
you
This
jumped on the back of a cannibalistic god.
Does a 22 hit you?
It's cannibalistic.
Yeah, the god is cannibalistic. It's a
Yeah.
22.
No
Does
one
it hit
listens
you?
to Sabrina.
told me that. So I can make an uncanny dodge, right?
Yeah, that just means it halves the damage. It just does 22 hit you? Yes, 17.
Yeah.
You take...
I can use a bonus action to dash and hide.
On
Where are you hiding?
Behind its
On
ears.
your turn, it's currently its turn.
Oh, it's
And you are going to take halved 22 points of damage from the bite as it tries to literally bite you. You are a rogue, so you manage to dodge out of the way of being swallowed whole by it, but you are bitten and you do try and roll away. Make a dexterity saving throw.
yeah, of course. 27.
You manage to hang on. You fall back a couple, but the snake says it's bitten you. You've rolled down. You're hanging on. As it looks back at you with a and then focuses on its main target.
It's bitten itself as well, right? No.
Good try. Good try.
So you're still hanging on. As you hang on, you hear a voice behind you as the 2 sphinx are flying behind it, trying to catch up with it. And you hear them trying to talk to you, but you can't hear them too far away.
Oh.
And it's very windy, because you're flying at about 50 feet a
But I
second.
saw them, right?
Yeah, they're there. You can see them. Cool. So, with these cannon, how's it going, guys?
Can I help now?
Yes.
I'm going to acid splash a hole in the ceiling.
As a splash, 1 hole in the ceiling to help all 10 cannon.
No, I'm going to go and cast acid splash in the ceiling above all the cannons to make holes. Because fire seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, that would be
Yep.
good. Yeah.
So
Why
you-
use a
No.
trusty axe?
But you're not going to ask anyone else to help with this. You're just going to start doing it.
I'll start doing it, but also, yeah, I'm going to ask any other. I'm going to find Philip. I know he has acid splash. I'm going to find any wizards who have acid splash. I'm going to ask them to help me with this.
Cool. Make one roll for all of them.
Oh no, it's a dexterity saving throw.
We'll see what happens. I think
Okay.
is what's going to happen.
So it's a dexterity throw against the ceiling.
I'm going to roll for the ceiling.
Guess against your own clumsiness.
The ceiling rolled a 2, so I think you hit the ceiling.
Cool, that seems right. So I'm going to roll the 3d6 damage.
Mm-hmm. I have a number in my head.
5, 8, 9.
You fire an acid splash into the ceiling, which impacts the ceiling and starts to burn the hole the right size. It's not quite big enough for this yet, but you have done almost, one could almost say, 1 hit point, not quite enough damage to make this perfect, to burn it through. The other was having similar problems.
On my next turn, we're going to do that again.
Can you also make me a dexterity saving throw out the way of the acid splashing back down at you from the hole you made in the ceiling? Because acid is a liquid.
I'm an evoker, so I just shape it around me, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
very good. Which of the other wizards on board aren't evokers?
Actually, evocation is the
Unless they're regular players. Unless they're regular players. All of our regular wizards, every single one of them take 4 points of acid damage. They try and do this and don't quite manage it yet. You can do it on your next turn. Will it be in time? Will it be in time? We'll have to wait and see. Michael,
So, first of all,
talk to me through your grand plan and what you're doing.
from my vantage point at
Yes.
Tophamast,
Yes.
first of all, I noticed somebody burning my lovely woodwork, and I'm slightly peeved.
You see holes appearing in your woodwork, and they seem to be sort of regularly spaced and like it's a plan.
Yes.
Like it's some kind of weird plan that you don't know anything about.
It does look a bit
What
that
is
way,
this
yes.
ridiculous?
It's probably going to take me a while to go down there and actively involve myself in it.
So you're going to continue with your own ludicrous plan, which is...
Yes. So as you pointed out, rope business, not so great. Many ropes already, ropes not that strong. Big spars of wood, on the other hand, reasonably strong. What about going to the end of these big spars of wood and trying to make them spiky? You know, like a big old lance
Yeah.
would work on a horse.
Okay. There are spars of wood on deck that were being used to fix the deck at times when needed. That's totally fine. You can certainly sharpen one of the ends to a point. You make an attack roll with your rapier. No, you need another weapon. There'll be an axe nearby.
The rapier is a bit delicate.
Yeah,
for that
you're not
purpose.
really proficient in axes, so you're welcome to make a roll and add your dex modifier to try and whittle this down very quickly to be a sharpened end.
Sure.
Go for it.
I mean, I'm going to need a few people to hold this thing, but that's what the NPC is for, right? 3. Shit.
Plus 4 is 7.
Yay! Is that good?
You have a couple of NPCs helping you hold this up, and as you, the person sharpening it with no ability to sharpen things, you manage to hit one of them slightly in the leg, and you're not doing a great job of this, it must be said, but a couple
I
of
was about to sacrifice them, so relatively speaking, I'm being nice to them.
Sure. They know that. So you start whittling down one of these wooden spars. It's about 10 foot long. One could even say it was a 10-foot pole. So you now have a sharpened 10-foot pole that you can do what you will with. It is the snake god is now very much making a pass towards the ship and is getting very, very close to it. And on the next round, it will be attacking it. The sphinx behind it are now slowly starting to catch up with it, so they'll start getting involved more so in a second. Everyone gets one more action before it strikes the ship again. What would everyone like to do? Jacko, you're halfway down its back. What do you want to do?
Can I see the things?
The sphinx are behind it, yeah.
Yeah, can they hear me? Pushed out or something?
Possibly. Yes.
Yeah. Please come and pick me up!
I mean, not a bad plan overall.
It's not a great plan.
I mean, we've had worse.
When you say come and pick me up, they've been trying to catch up with this thing the entire time, so it'll take them a while to catch up and
But
pick
if
you
I
up.
run and I jump onto them, when the...
You want to... I'm going to let you do it. If you want, I'm going to let you do it.
Please do.
So,
That's why we're here.
you say to the Sphinx,
Quid well spent.
you say to the Sphinx, come and grab me. You turn, pull your rapier out so you're not there, and try and run down its snaking tail to leap off the end and land on one of the Sphinx.
Only if they're, they're cooperating this time.
Roll an intelligence check.
So it's 17.
Yeah, they heard you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll play it.
Go for it.
So what's a
Acrobatics, mate.
So it's 21.
21.
Yeah.
Let's be very
He's
clear.
we're level 11 at this point. Like,
Unfortunately, the DC for this is like a 25. So you start running, you start making your way down the tail, but you're not quite going to make it. You manage to just about sort of slip and fall off the edge. But they are falling away. You are falling away from them. You are falling through midair towards the sea. You're about 100 feet up, falling down into the ocean right now.
Yeah.
Do we have a swim?
I did, and I can't see because I'm below deck.
I know,
So
right?
sorry, buddy.
So that's where
No
you are.
feather fall for you.
Yeah.
People with cannon, you have one last chance to try and make this plan work.
Bubble of acid. Let's go.
It's a tiny little bubble of acid.
Well, that's how acid splash works, and I decided that's how I cast it yesterday. So I'm sticking with it. It's canon now.
Last time you did acid, it nearly burned some of your mates, and they're all going to try and do the same thing you are. So
I'm going to shape it around everyone who's near me, and I'm going to shout, "Evocation casters, shape it around yourselves."
right, go for it. Okay.
So I'm assuming it fails its dexterity saving throw again.
The ceiling, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I won't bother rolling for the ceiling.
7.
You only need 1 point of damage. The holes are now the right size. Let's have one dexterity check from you to help get the cannon absolutely set up in the right way. Thank you. 14.
Dexterity 8, 6.
Sure.
Wait, no, but anything but if it's dexterity.
No.
Oh no, sorry,
Nope.
I'm thinking of other things.
No. You manage all of the ship's workers and you together manage to get these cannon lined up with the holes, and they are in the right place and ready to go as this horrible god monster starts sweeping down to fly across at the same
Have we
time.
loaded all the cannons? If not, can we load all the cannons?
I mean, in all this rush, did you load all the cannons? I
Yes,
don't remember
I
anyone
loaded.
saying that you loaded
The
all the
fighters
cannons.
chosen definitely told us to load the cannons. Come on. Thank you for rolling for it. That's very nice of you.
Well, 1 is a critical failure, so do me 1. What kind of roll is it going to be?
Preferably something I'm proficient with.
I'm just trying to think about something. I think you need an insight roll to remember that the cannon needs to be loaded to be fired.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
only a 1.
Yeah. You start running going, make sure the cannon are loaded! And suddenly there's this flurry of activities. Everyone starts popping cannonball into it. There's grape shot, there's round ball, there's chain shot. At this point, you're just shoving anything you can down the cannon to make sure they're
Can
going
I
to
make
actually
sure
do
there is
something.
rotate-
As she
So it
runs
is-
past me, I want to go, thanks, Devit.
Knives and
Can I make
forks.
sure
Oh
there's
yeah,
some-
knives and forks. Let's do that. So yeah,
And potatoes as well. just
potatoes. There are potatoes in the cannon. Are you going to put your trusty peeler in?
No.
You're saving your trusty peeler?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Save your trust. Don't listen to him.
Hang
Save
on,
your peeler.
hang on. No, I'm putting it in. Put my peeler in front of me.
As this hubbub around you, as you're
I don't think so.
no, she's genuinely correct. You take a second and you look into the mouth
Can
of this
you
cannon
stay
and take your trusty peeler and go, for the good of the ship, and you
Can I
drop
kiss
it
it
in,
before I
and you
put it?
kiss it and you drop it in. Exactly.
You can
Exactly.
stay, man.
And as the god crests over the ship, a lookout shouts, "Now all the cannon are lit, all of the fuses, and slowly as it flies over, is the timing right? Is it going to make it?" I think because it's more fun this way, you guys are all going to do the cannon. There are 10 cannon in total. So everyone roll a d20 twice, and you two roll 3 times.
No bonus.
No bonus, please. Just give me the
12.
flat numbers. 12,
10,
10,
15 and 4.
15,
9.
4, 9,
8,
8,
18,
18.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah.
1.
I got
Oh.
6.
I got 16 and 8.
16 and 8.
It was never a great
But you know what? That was more fun. It's better than nothing. And
Yeah.
like,
It's
also,
not fun.
this god's
I'm
never
a
seen
chef,
this
what do you
before.
want from me?
This god's never seen a cannon before. Like,
Maybe. Possibly.
Hang on. I have to...
we have an armor.
What, a ballista? No, he's not got one.
I haven't actually.
This isn't Game of Thrones.
Spoiler alert, you've got a reptilian flying thing coming towards you.
I'm genuinely only just
Actually-
at the end of season 5.
Mikey,
so
that's a
please
very
don't.
good point.
What's that?
As these cannon are being ready, set to go, what are you doing?
I guess
Choose your answer
frantically
very
waiting.
carefully.
I was, is he like not standing over them?
That too, yes.
I had a thought of that.
Yeah, he's a carpenter. He's a carpenter, yeah. You've got this 10-foot pole with a spike on the end of it. The god's about to crest the deck and try and attack it again. What are you going to do with it? It has 6 mouths, and it's a snake.
I'm going to point it towards it.
You're going to point it towards it. How are you pointing it towards it? Give me,
You're only
tell me
hitting 5
exactly what you're
minutes.
doing.
I've got these 2 militiamen who are helping me carry this thing, right?
Yes.
Right. So in which case I'm sort of marshalling them to
We're halfway. There's not a lot we can do.
Oh, wait.
So they are currently holding a 10-foot pole between two of them, going, "What do we do with this? It's a pole. I don't know what to do with this." What do you tell them to do? How do you tell them to set it up to hit it? Are you going to throw it? Are you going to try and make it land on it? What are you going to do?
I was hoping either it would make a low pass and I'd get to stick it in there, or it'd crash down on us vertically and I'd point it vertically.
It's coming across, so you're going to have to.
It's coming across, yeah.
You're going to have to stick it.
In which case, yeah, guys, go to the ship's rail, lay this thing on the rail.
Are you helping them?
Yes.
Excellent. Right, can you make a 20-sided dice attack roll with the wooden spike, please?
Does he have proficiency in it?
A lot.
12.
Plus your strength modifier.
-1.
11.
That's
Good.
11.
The 2 militiamen are aiding you, so you could try and roll those again, see if you get a higher number.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd
advantage.
recommend doing that.
One of those was
Nope.
6.
No.
Other one, 14.
So 13.
Better than.
Does my crap strength apply to the militiaman as well?
No, they're helping you to do it.
Uh.
Right, let me just do some dice rolls and then describe what happens.
It's right. In 5 minutes, like,
You didn't tell me this was going to be this stressful.
you know what? It normally isn't.
Yeah, today's been.
But Chris hasn't GM'd for a while. And,
I like killing things, what can I say?
it's a snake god, so probably not. I hope not.
It doesn't breathe fire, I'm afraid. That's not on its list of things it can do. But it can do other fun things, which we're about to see.
Is it,
No,
is it
it's
worth,
fine.
Is it worth my using my awesome dexterity
Yeah, we are
to
still
like
standing.
fling myself out of danger at some
Oh, don't worry. You will get a dexterity saving throw. You don't know what for yet, but you definitely will.
Just
Oh,
let
I'm
the
sorry
dice
if
tell
we
the
hit you with
story
our
and we'll get
hands.
there, you know?
Okay.
Right.
It's a nice way to go.
Thank you. 14, 6, 7. Right. There is an almighty bang as the cannons go off in this slightly bizarre angle, shooting up out of the ship to try and hit it as it goes past. Of the 10 cannon, 6 hit. The 6 that
Better
hit, yeah, the 6 that hit do a total of 14, 27, 64 points of damage to it as they blast into as it goes past. It was going to attack. It does not, because it's shocked by the amount of damage done to it so quickly. It's not done a lot of damage to it in absolute terms, but it has certainly...
It felt it.
weakened
Startled.
It's startled. It is hurt. Let's not try and mistake this. It's not great.
But it's not 9 necrotic damage, is it? So
It's not
a
9
bit more
necrotic
than
damage.
that.
I will give you that. It is not 9 necrotic damage. That is something that it is absolutely not.
So it actually felt this one.
As the cannon blasts rock into it, it slowly dips a little bit, and suddenly it's in range, and you guys are jabbing up towards it.
Yeah.
It's travelling at about 50 feet per 6 seconds.
50 feet per 6 seconds.
Correct. This wooden spear is not braced against anything. It's not held in any way. You are literally just holding it.
I did intend to brace that thing, I've got to say.
But you did.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Right, you're good at these though, that's fine.
15
Plus
plus
8.
8 is 23.
You manage to let go and leap out of the way. As literally, it gets torn out of your hands. Your 2 militiamen, not so lucky. As it tears past, it still jabs it. Can you roll me a d10?
That was an
please?
unintentional set.
A
That's a
d10.
D, so
Oh,
you
sorry.
need this guy. If it's 2 zeros, that's what we want.
Two,
Yep.
it's
So that's 2.
It's 2. It takes 2 points of damage from being stabbed slightly by a tiny wooden toothpick.
Yay.
And
It's gonna make the difference.
it also, the toothpick bends and snaps. As it bends, the 2 militiamen go flying off. into the water on the far side. As you clip through the edge, they're gone.
Oh, no.
You have killed 2 militiamen with your stupid idea. That's what's happened.
Pour one out for the homies.
But we have one thing we still need to deal with, which is Jakar falling through the air.
So, I'm a burglar.
Yes.
So I have rope on me at all times.
Sure.
So I'm gonna attach that rope while falling. I'm gonna attach the rope to an arrow, and I'm gonna use that as a grapple.
What are you trying to grapple?
One of the sphinx.
You want to shoot an arrow at a sphinx?
No. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna try and shoot the god because it's a bigger target.
Not with an arrow in the body.
You have 1 minute. Choose wisely.
Yeah. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die on the ship. So I'm gonna shoot at the ship. And
You're a bit far away from the ship.
I'm too far away.
Yeah.
So I'm not too far away from the god.
No.
So let's try and
Make an
grapple
attack
the
roll.
god.
Make an attack roll.
Yay! That's bad.
Yeah, you can do that.
13.
Yeah, you
13.
can do it.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything else, is he? Just falling.
The arrow, as you're falling, you've done this before. You've fallen off rooms before. As you fall, you pull the arrow out. You pull the rope up, knock it, shoot it up, and it's true. It's going right for it. You've done something you've done 1,000 times before. It flies up, hits the snake god, and bounces off as it goes down. And you continue to fall
That was a godly
towards
ride.
the water as the ship is moving away from you.
And I think to myself, well, that was a godly ride.
And that's where we're going to end this hour. Adventurers Wanted. Thank you very much. Kat, you want to come up and take this away?
I'm so sorry, Dax.
Please do feel free to come back from the water if you do want to play your own rhythm. Welcome to it. You can buy tickets from downstairs or the street venue website. We are here every single day. It's the end of the 25th. We do intensive beer and practice every day.
Oh, plugs.
Yes. I will, while everyone else gathers their faculties to see if they want to plug anything, I will plug Agony Uncles at Barbados. It's on at 9:15 every single day. It's part of the Free Fringe in room 6. Women who work in STEM mostly, there's some men there sometimes, but women who work in STEM, solving your problems with the suspicious application of science.
I'm not plugging it.
I don't have a show. I've got a feature set on Saturday at Raise the Bar, which is at Black Market Room 1 from 6:10. It's going to be really weird poetry, like super odd. Like, honestly, Cockney rhyming slang madness. And it'd be great to see you there.
Sounds good. I think that's all the pictures we've got.
You can also tune in. We are streaming live at twitch.tv/YouTube. We've got everything out there and Instagram.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, whole thing. Adventurers Wanted.
Yeah, twitch.tv/adventurers wanted. Yeah, our Twitter handle is